Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oyindamola, and if you're seeing this video for the first time, this is part of my breastfeeding series where I would be talking about motherhood and breastfeeding. If you're breastfeeding right now and you're constantly hungry, trust me, you are not alone. I'm currently 4 months postpartum and I have been exclusively breastfeeding my baby. Today, I'm talking about meals I eat as a breastfeeding mom. So let's get started. Now, listen, this is not a perfect diet. These are just meals that help me stay energized while caring for my baby and help me produce lots of milk. For me, right before I gave birth, I had started prepping my body for milk production. While I was pregnant, I would constantly drink lots of water, take pap, Greek yogurt, nuts, any nourishing meals that I know would boost milk production. I was always taking them during pregnancy. And as early as 7, 8 months, I started seeing droppings, leaks of colostrum little by little, bit by bit. So I knew, yes, my body was ready. I was going to have lots and lots and lots of milk. And also, I discovered I had inverted nipples. So right from immediately I was warned at the hospital that, oh, if your nipple is not out, they might have to help you use syringe to pull it out, and it might be painful and difficult. Every morning I massage my breast, I pull out my nipple with my two fingertips, and it worked. By 6 months my nipples were out very well, and I just made sure my body was prepared, although I wasn't mentally prepared, but I filled my body with nourishing meals and things that would help my body produce lots and lots of milk. Also, nourishing meals like oats, Greek yogurt were constantly in my routine. Name it: oat porridge, overnight oats, granola granola bars, anything oats. I was constantly eating that. Now I'm going to be sharing some routines that helped. If I'm being honest, I do not follow these routines tea for tea, but here are some few things I did and few meals I incorporated into my routine that helped me. For breakfast, you want to have something that is quick and filling. Your baby might want to do something. You might not even have the energy to cook in the morning, so you just want something quickly that you can just munch on and you will still be energized and okay. First on my list is oatmeal. Oatmeal is superb for breastfeeding mothers. Trust me, oats are one of the greatest ways of getting lots of milk in your production. It take a lot of oats. It's very good for you. If you can make it overnight oats, make it into granola bars, even swallow. There's oat swallow. Oat is a very great source for breast milk production. Another thing you can eat in the morning for your breakfast, you can have toast and tea. It's quite filling and would also boost your energy. Another one is pap. Pap is so underrated. This is something that our parents have been taking. In fact, the first thing they told me when I gave birth, oh, show mogi in Yoruba. In English, it translates to, do you take pap very well? Ensure you take pap a lot. My mom would make pap for me, and I'm not really a pap person. I don't really like pap, but I had no choice because I was trying to like watch my weight. I don't want to add more weight, but I did not have a choice. I had to start taking pap, and trust me, your milk will go from here to here. Also, for breakfast, you can have smoothies or fruits in general. Fruits are very good, very nourishing for breastfeeding mothers. You need those vitamins in your milk production. So you can take smoothies or you can take fruit first thing in the morning with a cup of water. Hydrate yourself very well. Trust me, hydrate every time. Hydrate your body very well. The more you hydrate your body, the more you boost your milk product. Also for breakfast, you can have yogurt or fruit bowl, or you have your parfait. Quick, easy, and filling. These things would help you stay energized in the morning and you won't feel dizzy or lightheaded. At least you have a little bit of strength before you go and cook your main meal of the day. Now note, eat as you are hungry. You don't necessarily have to wait till morning 8 o'clock, that's when I take my breakfast. 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, that's when I do lunch. Whenever you're hungry, get into your kitchen and find something to eat. Breastfeeding hunger is real. Very, very real. Something I've experienced very well. I've woken up a couple of times and I feel so lightheaded. I'll just manage myself to the kitchen, grab the fastest thing I can see or my hands can touch and munch it before I see clearly and say, okay, now what am I supposed to eat this morning? Yeah, so eat as you are hungry. Now let's talk about lunch. You want proper meals that would make you full because in the afternoon your baby tends to feed more. You really tend to feed more in the afternoon. So and you don't want to be eating every now and then. So you want to eat something that would make you full. Some meals you can take includes rice with protein. Protein of your choice can be chicken, can be turkey, can be fish, can be with eggs. Anything, just rice with protein. Also, you can have soups. We have different type of soups. We have chicken soup, turkey soup, pepper soup, and the like. You can have it with yam, with plantain, anyone, you're good. You just want something that would fill your stomach ASAP and make you full. I enjoy this type of meals for my afternoon because I notice if I don't eat well in the afternoon, I usually feel lightheaded and I might feel like I want to faint if I don't eat well. So I like eating solid meals in the afternoon. Yes. Now for dinner, what are the things you can take for dinner? You can have moi moi, you can have beans. Don't run away from beans, except if you have maybe you have gastric issues or you have bloating issues or you're the type that usually have heartburns and the likes. You can stay away from beans, but moi moi with pap, moi moi akara and bread, yogurt bowl, cereals. You can also have your regular Nigerian meals, your African meals, your amala, niwedu, eba, efori roll, semo, and the likes. Dinner should be something really, really solid, something that can last you throughout the night. You don't want to wake up every now and then in the middle of the night to start feeding because you're breastfeeding. So allow your dinner to be very solid. Put enrich your food at night. Eat solid meals. Don't go and eat biscuito and tea and think that's all, my sister. It's not even possible if you're a breastfeeding mom. You can never take tea to bed. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can never do that. So you need solid meals that would last you throughout the night. Even if you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night to pop something to eat something, it will just be something really light. Maybe like a snack or something. But if you not eat well before sleeping, trust me, you don't even want to try that. Now, another thing that I try to incorporate into my routine is snacks. I take snacks in between meals. Whenever I figure out I've eaten earlier, I just need something to just keep up with my hunger issues. I just try to grab some snacks and be good. For breastfeeding moms, snacks you can incorporate into your routine should be nuts, granules, cashew nuts, very good source of milk production. It's very good for your body. Also, yogurt, bread and butter, chips. We have plantain chips, we have potato chips. They're really good. Cookies and smoothies. Those are snacks you can also add into your routine. In between all this, hydration is key. I mentioned it earlier. You need to keep your body well hydrated. You can take lots of water. If you're the type that you don't like plain water, you can add fruit into your water and have your fruit infused water. You can also have tea. Like there are lots of guys. Trust me, you need to start checking out tea bags. When I mean tea, I mean the proper tea, not necessarily hot chocolate, the regular tea. Yes, try them out. You can either have it cold or hot, anyone that is suitable for you. Let me give you this tea, gary with lots of water. Oh my god, you are missing out. Gary is so good for breastfeeding moms. I don't know, for me personally, anytime I take gary and water, I just feel that tingling sensation that milk is ready. Gary is very, very good. Just make sure you add lots of water to it. Also, you can have warm soups like your pepper soups and light soup. Very good. The thing about hydrating is it makes breastfeeding easy. For me, when I'm well hydrated, I figured that breastfeeding is very, very easy and I don't tend to stress too much. For me, I notice when I'm well hydrated, breastfeeding becomes easier. Let's talk about the reality of postpartum eating. I said, oh, you should follow this routine: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in between, hydrate well. At times, these things don't go as planned. Many a times I tend to skip my meals because my baby will not leave me. I have to carry him all about and I don't get to do anything. I skip lots of meals at times. I tend to eat while standing because my baby wants me to carry him while standing. I will not sit down. So many a times I'll prepare my food or let me sit down and eat. That is when my baby knows that, oh, mommy, come and carry me. He will start crying. I will not have a choice. I'll carry him with one hand and I'll be swallowing about with the other hand. Very uncomfortable. But what can I do? I've had my dinner while standing before because I cannot sit down because of baby. So these are things that you just have to just manage with. Nobody tells you all this thing that, oh, your baby won't allow you to have time to eat. You have to carry him and eat at the same time. Nothing like, oh, me alone time with baby. With babies, you don't even have me alone time. They always want to, override whatever you are doing. As a breastfeeding mom, you have to learn how to eat fast. Eating while you're standing, eating while holding baby, not even having enough strength to cook because you are super, 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 super tired. The realities you face as a breastfeeding mom. You just have to adapt to changes and learn so many things that I've been in a situation whereby I was eating, I was holding my baby, and this boy pooped. I had to stop my food, change my boy, and went back to my food because I was hungry. If it was before, oh, I'll be so irritated, I'm not able to eat again. What do I want to do? I've cleaned up the space and I'm back to eating my food. These are just things that you just learn to do as a mother. Mothers, we are doing well. You're amazing. Yes, you're amazing. And you're doing really, really well. Don't let anyone bring you down. You're doing so well. Motherhood is so funny and interesting at the same time that at times while you're trying to care for others, you most times forget about yourself or even neglect yourself. As much as possible, try to eat balanced meal. Table key to having enough breast milk is to eat nourishing meals. I've talked about breakfast meals, I've talked about lunch, and I've talked about dinner, and I also mentioned snacks and making sure your body is well hydrated. If you follow all these things, you would have enough milk for production. And listen, if you want to exclusively breastfeed your baby, you need to prep your body before giving birth. You need to prep your body before giving birth. Then in the first few days after giving birth, if your milk is not forthcoming, well, do not give up. Just keep trying. It will still come out. If you do all these things, it will come out. And if you do not put your baby to breast as much as possible in the first 3 4 days after giving birth, you might not your milk might dry up for no reason. People complain that, oh, my milk just dried up. At times, are you always putting your baby to breast, or after feeding for just few minutes you're already switching to bottle or switching to formula or something? It would not help your milk production. If you are mixed feeding, you need to balance it because breastfeeding is more of demand and supply. And note, I'm not a lactation consultant. I'm just saying all these things based on my experiences. Yes. So if you're a breastfeeding mom, I want to know, what does breastfeeding means for you? How do you nourish your body to produce enough milk for your baby? That would is such a nourishing experience, and sharing your tips would help other moms stay organized too. If you've gotten to this part by now, I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so that you can see more of me. Share this video to your friends, like, comment, tell people about this channel. Please, guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. Once again, my name is Oindamola Kindele, and remember, if you're a mom doing this, you're not alone. You're not alone. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.